From a supernova to an alien attack, here are the 9 most fascinating dinosaur extinction theories. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe to They Will Kill You. Hit the like button and request any topics you'd like to learn about in the comments section below. Number 9. Supernova Radiation. Roughly 66 million years ago, a massive asteroid, 6 to 9 miles in diameter, hit the Gulf of Mexico. This set off the cretaceous-paleogene extinction event, in which at least 75% of all species on Earth vanished, including all the non-avian dinosaurs. A giant crater found in the Yucatan Peninsula corresponds to the timeline of the extinction. There's also geological evidence in the sediment of terrestrial and marine rocks. The asteroid set off dust in the atmosphere that blocked out the sun, causing temperatures to plummet. It most likely triggered other factors, such as volcanism or changes of the sea level. The impact hypothesis is currently the one most favored by the scientific community, but it's not the only one. A theory from 1971 suggests that a supernova close to our planet was responsible for the extinction. The Earth's upper atmosphere was subsequently bombarded with radiation that caused temperatures to plummet. High-energy cosmic rays may have even reached ground level, thus causing mutations and disease. Number 8. Selenium poisoning. In 1967, Cyril Koch proposed that selenium poisoning may have been the reasoning behind the dinosaurs' demise. Volcanic activity during the Mesozoic era, from 250 to 66 million years ago, caused massive selenium deposits all over the world. These deposits led to the development of poisonous vegetation. Herbivores became sick, and so did the predators that feasted on their selenium-poisoned bones and fatty tissues. The mammals that survived were most likely intelligent enough to distinguish between toxic and non-toxic plants. Before we continue with our list, answer this question. Which of these creatures survived what the dinosaurs couldn't? Was it A. Titanoboa, B. Crocodile, C. Megalodon, D. Rhinoceros? Let us know what you think in the comments section below, and stay tuned to find out the right answer. Number 7. Vitamin D deficiency. Pathologist Harry T. Marshall proposed in 1928 that the dinosaurs could have died of rickets. This disease is caused by a deficiency of phosphates, calcium, and vitamin D. As clouds of dust covered the atmosphere, dinosaurs weren't getting enough sunlight. This led to the widespread onset of rickets and other similar diseases, which cause a weakening of the dinosaurs' bones. Moreover, in lack of ultraviolet light, the plants weren't producing the nutrients that could have combated the disease. Dinosaurs, particularly the larger ones, gradually became weaker and, in only a few generations, vanished entirely. Number 6. Gravity shift. Despite having been debunked by a number of physicists, the gravity shift theory still remains a somewhat fascinating concept. It states that millions of years ago, the Earth's gravity was weaker. It supposedly explains how the sauropods evolved and could still move around, despite their tremendous size. Sauropods, like the Brontosaurus or Argentinosaurus, were the true giants of the dinosaur world. These pillar-legged, long-necked creatures could weigh close to 100 tons, and some, like Sauroposeidon, could grow to be 60 feet tall. Then a sudden shift in the Earth's gravity led to the extinction of all the larger dinosaur species. Their bodies couldn't handle the changes that came with the stronger gravitational pull, and they were basically pinned to the ground. What caused the alleged shift in gravity is still a matter of debate. Some have connected it to the expanding Earth theory, which suggests the planet has been expanding or contracting throughout its history. Official They Will Kill You merchandise is now available at theywillkillyou.com. Some of it is to die for. Number 5. Going blind. In the early 1980s, ophthalmologist L.R. Croft suggested that the dinosaurs went extinct because of cataract blindness. He claimed that many of the structures that dinosaurs, such as Triceratops or Ankylosaurus, had on their heads were meant to protect them from sunlight. In Croft's theory, horns and crests were actually shields that sheltered dinosaurs' eyes from the ruthless Mesozoic sun. However, this adaptation eventually succumbed to rising temperatures towards the end of the Mesozoic. Dinosaurs started going blind before they reached sexual maturity, which basically put an end to their breeding efforts. Number 4. Pandemic. The late Cretaceous period saw the development of symbiotic relationships between flying insects and various pathogens. One study revealed that mosquitoes that had been preserved in amber and dated back roughly 65 million years were carriers of malaria. Dinosaurs supposedly had weaker immunity to these diseases and became fatally ill when they were bitten by insects. In the pandemic theory, species that weren't involved in a mass die-off were eventually lost in the asteroid impact. This supposedly explains the disappearance of marine species that likely wouldn't have been affected by the same pathogens as those on land. Number 3. Caterpillars ate their food. Entomologist Stanley Flanders wrote a paper in the 1960s proposing that the dinosaurs were brought to extinction by caterpillars. His theory was that moths and butterflies evolved in absence of a natural predator. Therefore, their caterpillars would have consumed vast amounts of vegetation uninterrupted. Herbivorous dinosaurs needed to eat a lot of plant material to maintain their enormous weight. So as the caterpillars wrought havoc on their food sources, the herbivores basically starved to death. The carnivores soon followed since they didn't have anything to hunt anymore except each other. It would have taken only a few years of extreme plant scarcity for the dinosaurs to disappear. Birds evolved from theropods, meaning they're in the same family as the T-Rex, yet unlike their massive cousin, they survived the extinction event by learning to prey on the caterpillars. Number 2. Egg problems. There are a few theories suggesting that dinosaurs became extinct because of problems with their eggs. One theory claims that more and more animals developed a taste for freshly produced dinosaur eggs, and that breeding females simply couldn't keep up with predation. This wouldn't be abnormal animal behavior since egg eating has been practiced for hundreds of millions of years. Another theory claims that a genetic mutation gradually caused the eggshell layer to become either too thin, thus making the embryos vulnerable, or too thick, meaning hatchlings couldn't kick their way out anymore. Without any fresh blood to replenish their ranks, it wouldn't have taken a long time for the dinosaurs to die out entirely. So, which creature survived what the dinosaurs couldn't? The right answer is B, the crocodile. These reptiles are believed to have remained largely the same for about 200 million years. The KPG extinction event caused drastic weather changes that crocodiles most likely survived due to their burrowing and hibernation habits. Additionally, they're highly effective hunters who eat just about anything and can go without a large meal for a long time. They have excellent immune systems, produce many offspring, and tend to dominate their semi-aquatic habitats. Number 1. Aliens wiped them out. Some ancient alien theorists have proposed an alternative explanation to the KPG extinction event. It's highly unlikely that humans would have thrived alongside giant, hypercarnivorous predators, at least not within the current time frame of several millennia. The theory is that extraterrestrial beings exterminated the dinosaurs to give humanity a better evolutionary chance. Some versions claim that the dinosaurs had been genetically engineered by aliens in the first place, as an experiment. Opinions vary on how the extermination was carried out. Various propositions include a supervirus, weather tampering, poisoning the atmosphere, or using a gravitational device to redirect an asteroid towards our planet. The decision was supposedly made after these beings had been monitoring the Earth for a long time. They have since intervened to guide humanity's progress from its humble hunter-gatherer beginnings to becoming the planet's most dominant species. Thanks for watching. Would you rather that science evolve to the point where it could genetically bring back dinosaurs, or to the point where you could go back in time and see them in their natural habitats? Let us know in the comments below.